like, no, like I put my arm out and like grab the frame of the door. I'm like, you're not getting past me.
There's some that might be bigger than you.
Yeah, but I'm like a grown man. Like I put on weight in the off season for moments like this. Some bitch.
Hello, welcome to another Latino with a podcast. I'm the Latino with a podcast, Christian Henningsmeyer, and today I am with David Donnick. Said by a lot of people that is one of the best black comedians in the scene. And how do you feel about that?
It'd be like that sometimes. Talent's hard to find.
So, like, the N word. Let's start with that. Like,
Not saying it. Not saying it. You can pay me to say it, and then I'll take the money, and I won't say it. So thank you. No, it's very funny that that joke has started. I don't forget who started it. I know. I think it was Melvin. No,
it was another like dude.
it was Melvin and like Ruben Ramirez. Started the joke online of like David Donnick, Chicago's best black comedian, and then
Clearly, no, Isaac Alberts.
yeah,
But
it's obvious. Zach is much.
Zach Alberts is more
He's
black.
definitely a blacker comedian than I am. And then yeah, it just I don't know. It didn't even blow up online. To say that is like an understatement. Other comedians saw it and thought it was funny because they know like who I am, and they were like, "Yeah, he is the best black comedian." In
But
the
also,
Chicago.
you were, I think, the only white dude in a black comedy festival in the South.
Twice. It happened twice. It happened twice in a row. Shout out What's Funny Comedy Fest.
Exactly. There you go.
Yeah, dude. It was What's Funny Comedy Fest hosted by Lil Rel Howery. Lil Rel. I did the festival twice, and I just did like little feature spots on it, so it like wasn't anything crazy. But like, it, to call it a festival is like I don't want to say
A
an
little stretch.
Yeah, like it is a festival. Like they do have numerous shows and like numerous locations, and it's legit. And they have fantastic comics, and the headliners are amazing. But it was just like a lot of people that I know in the city. You know, like a lot of
Oh,
comedians,
okay.
like Corey B and like OJ and Tiny and like Dave Bradley, and like I'm like these are my friends.
It
Like
was more local. It's
yeah, a
not
lot
like
of local comics.
outside
This
comedy
second year
festival.
that they did it was they did a lot better of a job getting out of town comics to come. I'd say there was probably like I don't know, 30 or 40 people I
Oh,
met,
that's good.
yeah, who like weren't from Chicago. And I was like, this is the point of a comedy festival is like bring people from outside of the city to build it. And also, you know, it was last year was the first year, this year was the second year that they did it. Like getting something like that off the ground is difficult. So
Yeah.
there's bound to be issues in there. And the guy who runs it all, Knowledge, he's a good dude, like trying to, you know, make it happen and, you know, try to make Chicago comedy good while also making money off of a comedy fest is like, you know, it's not that they are incongruent.
Yeah.
but
Usually you lose money.
yeah, it's difficult. Yeah. So, I don't know. I hope they do it next year. I hope I'm allowed to do it again.
To keep being black.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it is fun because like I like for example, the show that I was on was with Dawn B, and she runs a show at NAFC out at South Shore. And it's like I knew who she was before the festival, and I was like, "Oh, she's so awesome!" But like, I was never in the same like room with her ever.
Okay.
And then like because of the festival, I was like, "Oh, I'm doing her show," and then I had like a good set on her show, and she was like, "Yeah, let me get you back for like a regular feature spot." I was like, "This is amazing! Like, thank you so much! Like,
Yeah.
I'm so happy this happened because I was like trying to eventually like meet her and be like, I love like I want to do your show.
You just want to
like,
be upset about the black community. That's all you want.
well, she is really fucking funny. Like that's
Yeah.
the thing is I wish more people would make it a point to go to like not north side rooms and just like see who's around because then you really see like a talent for people who can bring a lot of energy to a room in a way that like a lot of north side comedians are like joke cadence joke penis joke over
Your
like
peanuts is really north side.
super north side bro.
Okay, I always bring topics, and one of the things that I have for the episode, I don't know how long this will take,
That's fine, I love it.
but you teach.
Mm-hmm.
You're a teacher.
Mm-hmm.
The question I was gonna do before recording, like, what age range do you teach?
High school. So I've taught like ninth grade through 12th grade.
Okay.
And
That's like what, 13?
yeah, it's like 14 to 18, 14 to 18,
Okay.
usually high school. Yeah, like 13 to 18. This year, the last 2 years, I've had just sophomores. So like 15, 16, like
Okay.
that age range. and they're fun. I like the sophomore age group because they're like they're not as immature as freshmen who are coming out of eighth grade and like middle school and
Yeah.
are all still like squirrely and like immature,
And
and
they're kids.
yeah, they're like like way more kiddish. Like I like the 15, 16 because it's like, oh, you're teenagers now, like
Yeah.
you're like always moody for no reason, or they're like they have a lot of energy, but they're also like apathetic in a different way. Whereas like the younger kids are like they just have energy all of the time, and it's like, can we calm the fuck down? Like, chill, bros.
Because you're in that kind of
Yeah,
school.
I'm like, chill. Not even. Our school is so safe, dude. I love it there. The only time I ever felt unsafe was like my first year there, and we had a lame duck principal who sucked at her job, and like it was right after the pandemic ended.
Shout out to I just got
Yeah,
her
shout
name.
out Dr. So and so, and she was so bad at her job. My year there, people before that were like, she was an okay principal to work with, but from everything what I understand is she ran this high school so terribly because she came from like a middle school. So she was like, "Oh, the best way to run a high school is to have a small amount of students and keep it real intimate and local," which is like fine, but it's shitty because what ends up happening is the way that you get money from the state and from CPS is like the more
Yeah,
students
the
you
more
have.
students you have.
Yeah, so it's like clamping down on the supply of students to be like, "Oh yeah, now all these teachers like have to do what I say." And she would like be in cahoots with kids to be like, are these teachers like doing their jobs well, instead of just being an adult and like going to watch somebody's classroom to be like,
Yeah.
hey, I think you could do like this and this better. She would like send students as like tiny
Spy.
spies. Yeah, like insane stuff, dude. Like my first year there,
My tiny spy. Like, it's so bad to be the tiny spy of the principal.
it's so funny, dude.
They're gonna get so bullied.
Dude, this one girl, my first year there, she's graduated now, but she was like a freshman my first year, and dude, I remember she came to me and she's like, "Mr. Donnick, I was talking to the principal about you," and I was like, "Girl, what?" She was like, "Yeah, the principal pulled me in my office into her office, and I thought I was in trouble." I was like, "Were you doing anything?" She's like, "No, the principal just asked me if you were teaching." I was like, "What?" I was
No,
like, "Are
we're
you?"
rolling.
Yeah, I was like,
We're rolling nuggets and smoking on the classroom.
"No, dude, they would just do that in the bathroom." It was crazy. The- They had the amount of times my first year there when I would walk into the bathroom and it would just be a bunch of boys like shooting dice and smoking weed, and I, as a 23-year-old white boy, had zero power
Yeah, you're like,
to be like, go to class, because like half of me is like, man, I love gambling.
you're like, go to class and leave that here. Leave
Yeah.
that.
Oh, God, so many times.
Whoever loses goes to class.
But also, I'm like, bros, you're smoking in the bathroom. Like, y'all know there's like poop particles, like particles in the air in the weed, right?
Like,
Like,
come to the classroom.
you're
Just
literally smoking booty weed. Like, get it together, dude. So goofy. Our school is so much better now. I'm so much happier.
okay. I have questions because I'm seeing on Reddit a lot of these, like, I don't know why they target me with this like teaching kind of like Reddit posts, and there's many concerns about youth.
Mm-hmm.
So I wrote many, but one of the first one is like, do you believe that kids are getting increasingly more stupid, or because I believe like they are clearly getting stupid on some areas,
Mm-hmm.
but they may not be stupid in some areas that we are not taking in consideration. Like us with boomers,
Yes.
like us with boomers, you're fucking stupid. Like and
Yeah.
like they probably were like, you're fucking stupid. You need a calculator to do multiplication. It's like you don't know how to put like Word to
Oh,
PDF.
yeah,
Like I
like
don't.
years ago, teachers would tell me, like, you're not going to have a calculator with you to do math all the time. And it's like, joke's on you, I
Exactly.
do. Like, so I think
And also, you don't need that much math all the
you
time.
don't need that much math. I think kids are, yeah, kids, to say that kids are stupider, I feel like is disingenuous because it's like, it's just different. The world we live in has changed a lot in the last
Okay.
10 years.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that to like slight you by any means. I would say literacy is a lot different now. Literacy, because like how you read and how you consume information really determines the kind of person that you become later in life. And what I mean by that is like I, as an English teacher, the biggest problem I see in the classroom is phonics, like reading phonetically.
Okay.
So if you see a word, what you do is like you sound it out, right? Like if you see library, you go like library, like if you don't know it, or
Probably I'll mispronounce it, but
that's fine. But like, but that's the learning. Is like even if you say it wrong, you're still making an attempt, and you're like getting your brain to wire in that way. The problem that I'm seeing all the time now is kids will be reading and then they will see a word and then they don't know what that word is and they just go, I don't know what that word is, and skip it, right? Or they'll just read it. look at it, not make an attempt to like sound it out vocally, and then skip it and move on.
Okay.
It's called sight reading, which is really really problematic because it stops kids from actually like being more literate than what they're able to do on their own.
Actually,
Um,
that's one of the next one. But there's like one of the topics that comes constantly is that kids are not like you have
mhm.
like 15, 16, but they're saying like kids at 8,
Little,
10,
yep,
they do not read.
yeah,
They
no,
don't know how to.
no, and it's not, it's like both. I hate to say it's like the parents' fault all the time because parents are just like subject to the world that we live
Yeah,
in. You know what I
like
mean?
before you have always someone at home. Now it's like I need to work.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
Like
both of them need to work.
100%. Like it's super hard, and like you never know what's going on. Like some kids are living in like single family homes, or like you're living with like a grandma who like is
Yeah.
like 90 years old, and
Some
it's
dad is going for milk, like
exactly, milk and cigarettes. Like it's all the same. So yeah, and I think like that literacy thing, the sight reading versus like reading phonetically, I feel like that is like a direct result of like the iPad baby generation that parents have
Yeah.
done, is like putting kids in front of a screen, because like Coco Melon is not teaching your kid how to read, right? It's just
Oh,
absorbing their attention.
I
That's it.
actually I have something like I hated the Teletubbies. How do you pronounce Teletubbies?
Teletubbies, you
The
said it.
Teletubbies.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
I hated them because when they came out, I was a kid, but I
In the
was already
90s, right?
but yeah, but I was already out of the these shows. I was
Mm.
already cartoons.
Mhm, mhm.
But my sister loved Teletubbies. She loved them, and my sister speak no like she was like 3, but she say hola,
Mhm.
comida, like
Mhm.
mama, papa. She said like she speak normally, but then fucking
Teletubbies
Teletubbies
came
were
out.
like "oa," and then she started like instead of saying "hola,"
Yeah.
she started to say
Say
"oa,"
hola.
and it's like
Yeah.
motherfucker, you already knew the word. Like
Hit
you're
the
going
L.
back. Where are you going back?
Yes. Well, and it's things like that that like affect kids, and how much they're able to read and consume over time, because like humans are inherently social creatures. Like that's the only reason you and I know how to speak, is because our parents were like with us saying like mama, papa, like
Yeah,
say
exactly.
it with me. And now, instead of like to call it 150 years ago, 100 years ago, even 60 years ago, instead of you just being in your room at home as a baby with like your parents, and like you're listening to your parents for those cues, or maybe an aunt or an uncle, like now with this, it's like, oh, we're hearing the voices of like anybody in the world that could teach a 3-year-old how to speak, hypothetically, right? It used to be Teletubbies. It could have been like, I don't know. Now it's like Coco Melon, right? Bob Ross was like a really, integral part of that. Like Sesame Street, like all of these things are now like media getting into like teaching literacy, and it's terrible.
But also that they don't hold any information, and I believe the amount of scrolling they do is
Mm.
incredible. I was literally it was yesterday. I was going to the Bears game.
Hmm.
They lost and we're sad.
I went to the one before.
But but I was going and dude, I grabbed an Uber share and then these two kids got in the Uber. I guess like their dad.
Teenagers or like kids?
No, like one was like 14,
Okay.
but the little brother was like 8,
Eight.
7, and he just had his iPad.
Mm-hmm.
Like in the whole trip that was like about like I don't know 15, 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't see one video, one full video, and this is like 1 minute videos. He
Yeah,
just
and it's just
like I was like I was like look at one,
yeah.
like finish one of the videos. I don't like there are 1 minute videos. You cannot fucking finish it.
It's they are very addicted to our phones. I mean, so are we. Like our phones are out on the table right now, but we're like grown men, and that's
Yeah.
something I try to teach my students all the time. Is I collect phones at the beginning of class, so I have like a it's not plastic, it's like a Faraday bag. So it's like a aluminum foil bag that has like copper lining in it, and when you put a bunch of phones in there or any technology and roll it up, it cuts off like all Bluetooth and like cell service, right?
Yeah, it's like a Faraday cage.
Yeah, exactly. And I put all the phones in there. It's like 30 phones, so the bag is like not really a Faraday bag. It's just like a backpack, basically.
And then I steal them.
Yeah, and then I sell them online. Um, But
That would be such a good
I know
business.
that'd be so funny.
Like,
Well,
oh no, someone got in the classroom
bro,
when we were in recess.
and you wouldn't believe how many kids give me
Oh
like a
no,
dummy
Jose.
phone. Some of them carry not so many, like 10 kids I know carry like dummy phones or like two phones. They'll be like, "Here's one," and I'm like, "Give me the other one," and they're and they get all mad.
I
But
like that this is actually how they speak.
oh, dude, I make fun of them so much because I don't like I'm so hard and fast about it. Like I don't let them into the classroom unless because I'm standing at my door with it. I'm like, you're not getting in here unless you give me your phone. Like this is a phone free zone. Like
Okay.
in here, it's like whether you think it's learning or not. Like it is 50 minutes of your day that like we are all unplugged and just with each other, right? And that's like very very fundamental to like who I am as a teacher and like my own philosophy in the world is like you need 50 minutes to unplug because by the time you walk out these doors like I'm on my phone all the time, you know what I mean? I'm
Yeah,
on my
yeah, yeah.
phone during the day and like so are you. So it's like let's just take 50 minutes together to like talk about stuff, or like read Macbeth, which is what we're doing now. But they talk like that all the time. Like, so I make because they always try to bicker and argue with me, and they're like, "Can I have it today?" And I'm like, "No." Or I'll be like, "Pick a number between 1 and 10," and they're like, "8." I'm like, "That's a shut up and give me your phone number." Like,
And then, ah.
yeah, I'm like, "Shut up and give me your phone." They always
Have any become aggressive? Because they're 15, 16, but they're,
Oh yeah, like I've had a couple of situations where like kids are like super super shitty with me and like really try to like blow past me and I'm like no, like I put my arm out and like grab the frame of the door. I'm like you're not getting past me.
there's some that might be bigger than you.
Yeah, but I'm like a grown man. Like I put on weight in the off season for moments like this. It's not, bitch. We both cried at Caleb Williams. Okay, we both cried.
We both cried when they took that interception, okay?
Painted my nails for nothing.
Caleb, what would you do this? No, no, no. Shout out to the Bears. They did a great season.
Love
I must say, like last year, I hated the Bears because I saw like 4 games that they did always stupid shit to lose.
Yeah.
This year, they did always stupid shit, crazy shit to win. So
It's amazing, and I've been a Bears fan. Like, I mean, I've been a Bears fan my whole life. I haven't been super into football until the last like 3 years or so, maybe
yeah,
3 or 4 years. Because some of my friends were like, "You should join our fantasy football league," and I was like, "Well, I've never played before," and they're like, "Join it, you'll be fun." And like ever since that moment, I'm like, "Yes!"
yeah.
And
I believe I'm gonna join one next year. I have a
yes.
friend. She said like she earns $700 with.
Dude, I won like $500 this year playing fantasy football,
Oh,
but
yeah.
it's because
Okay.
I'm good at it. It's because I'm fucking goaded.
My story. Okay, we're gonna make a little pause to talk about fantasy football for
Yes.
next year, and we're gonna come back with more question of this because it's a fucking interesting topic. So, pause, and we're gonna come back. And we are back. We're gonna bet $500 for the next fantasy football. Get in with the code.
You might be able to join our. I'm in a comedians league. We're only like a
Oh,
10-man league, so you might be able to join ours next year, actually.
that would be fun. Like, I started paying attention more this year because I
Because you have fantasy football, right?
no,
Oh,
but in what I work, we used to. We're not doing it anymore to put the games.
oh, that's
uh,
fun.
and I work there Sundays, and Sundays are kind of slow,
Uh
and
huh.
I have the game, so I was like, I'm just gonna
You
watch
watch the game, and now that
it.
you've
And
been watching games, you're like, oh, I get it now.
not only I get it, I see people like one of the things I will say about a sports event, like even if you hate it, even if you're this person like like whatever kind of amount of men just like throwing a ball, that's your
It's
entertainment.
so gay. They're all over
So
each
gay, blah,
other.
blah, blah, blah.
Like, yeah.
If you go to a place where everybody's watching a game and like for example with the Bears everybody's like rooting for one team, the beauty of it is that a lot of people might like disagree on many subjects in all of these, like maybe one
Mm-hmm.
is hates this kind of stuff, the other this, and this person is nerd, this person was a bully, whatever, but in that moment everybody is on the same side,
Yeah.
everybody's rooting for the same, and everybody's excited and wants the same outcome,
And it's such a
and that's
shared.
amazing.
It's such a shared
It's
experience
a
too.
shared
And
experience, and
that's
that's amazing.
that's like so beautiful. That's why I love it. Is because I like as someone who I did theater for so long, growing up and like in college too, and it's like theater is also a shared experience where it's like you are with the same people for 2 to 4 weeks,
Yeah,
like to a month, practicing the same play over and over and over just to have like the play happen right on a weekend. It's like the players feel that way because they're playing the game, but like as an audience member, like when you're in the audience, like watching a play, right? Watching theater happen, like you're all reacting to the same things at the same time, and that was what was so awesome about.
Yeah, no, high-fiving people
Oh my god,
like you don't know because it's like, oh my god, this happened is
yes,
so good, and
yes,
we all know it.
it's
So
amazing.
I don't care that I don't know you. I'm happy for what just happened, and
Yeah,
that's it. Yeah, that's the beauty of sports.
Chicago is just a better place where the Bears are good. It's just a better place.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. I agree on that. But we're gonna go back to the topic
Yeah,
that
what do
we
you want
were
to know?
talking about because like I grow many questions and then I have a follow up question that may do for the bonus count about.
Mm-hmm.
Would you? I already asked that they struggle with reading and with speaking, but we you said something, and I will connect it to the next one that when we were like kids, like we didn't have this, so we are forced to have more
Mm-hmm.
social interactions. And one of the things that also they say in the Reddit post about teachers is that there's well, you have teenagers, but I don't know. There's a lot less social interactions between students, especially opposite sex. The
Mm-hmm.
things like at teenagers, I don't know because the hormones are taking place. But this is like middle school. Like boys do not talk to girls. They don't fucking care about girls.
Yeah.
I don't know if in high school it flips.
It changes a little bit in high school because that's just like that's I feel like very normal like development strands is like the you like boys and girls have cuties, like people of the opposite sex are
Yeah, yeah.
weird, they're different than me. That's like one of the first not first developmental milestones, but like a big childhood developmental milestone, because then when you do get to high school, now it's like, oh, this thing, like the opposite sex that I maybe did not like, or even the same sex, it's like, oh, now I have this like attraction to this, right?
Yeah, and it's different. That is like I just like this person like in middle
Hmm.
school to like no, I want something.
I want something from this person. Yeah. Also, relationships change too, because in high school, kids are just figuring out their identities more. In middle school and like seventh, fifth grade, like not that kids aren't struggling with their identity, but it's not to the forefront of their brain. And that's all happening at the same time in high school, where it's like, oh, I'm figuring out my identity. And also, there's all these like crazy milestones that are happening, like, my first like boyfriend or girlfriend, or, my first date, or I'm
First
getting
abortion.
abortion. I get a car. Same thing.
Yeah,
Exactly the
same
same.
family.
I might go to college or get a job as soon as I turn 18. Right?
Yeah.
It's all this like a lot of things happening at the same time.
Well, because I've seen this, so I believe when I was in high school, obviously there's some people that are more like extroverts or
What was your high
introverts.
school like? Because you went to high school in
In
Venezuela, right?
Venezuela, like in Venezuela, everybody bullies everybody. There's not like oh, there's kind of the populars and the nerds, da da da. But the thing about bullying, it goes circular. Like if you're a popular guy
Mm-hmm.
and you slid and failed, everybody's gonna make fun of you. Not only like oh, the other populars,
Mm-hmm.
everybody. And so everybody is it's just a circle of everybody bullying everybody. Like no one cares about anything. The populars is just like the people hang out with them more, but the other groups are
Mm-hmm.
don't fucking care.
Mm.
It's like I don't even wanna really spend time with you. I feel it's more safe because like every show that I see about high school in United States is like always a one group like pressing on the other.
Mm.
Like oh we're the popular or the football team and we're gonna fucking throw milk to the nerds.
I think.
Like in Venezuela, like, I don't know if it happened, but in Venezuela it's like we're the populars and that's it.
Yeah, I think that's
And
what
we don't need to fuck anybody else. We're just like
we're
the
chilling.
populars. You know,
Were you a part of the populars?
I was like in a weird middle, like not even in the middle. I was like, if the populars were like a solar system,
Uh huh.
or let's say the populars were Saturn and the rings, I was one of the moons like orbiting around. I was like, I
You're
was
like, I'm a part of this.
yeah, I was like invited to the events.
Uh huh.
But if they were like super private, like oh, we're gonna just like the best ones in this,
Uh huh.
usually they didn't invite me,
Interesting.
but I didn't care.
But you
Like
had friends at high school that you hung out with anyway,
yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah, and actually by the last years, I became more popular
Mm.
because I was like I don't need these people. There's more people to hang out with,
Mm.
like but in younger age, and I just like make friends in young in like sophomore or something,
Mm-hmm.
and other friends that were doing the same because the girls go higher. They go like, oh, we like the seniors,
Mm-hmm.
and so they try to spend more time with these guys.
Mhm.
And I started just like, okay, then I will spend time
Mhm.
with sophomores, and then my friends started doing the same,
Mhm.
and then we were populars. And when we went to seniors, so the seniors were not there. All the women in the seniors were like, "Pay attention to us." It's like, no, you fucked up. Like,
That's so funny. Can I tell you that's like super common where I feel like in a lot of high schools, a lot of because like I'm a male teacher, so like sometimes boys will be like, "What do girls like?" It happens very seldom because they're like, "What the fuck do you know, Mr. Donnick?" And I'm like, "I get
and
bitches."
this, and you saw
I'm
the
like,
news.
"I get bitches, and I just can't tell you about it." No, I
But it's good that they ask instead of being like, "Why will he know about
yeah,
it?"
right. Well, and this is just like a bigger philosophy I have on education. My hot take, this is my hot take. I think
Good.
boys should be mandated to go to 2 years of preschool so that when they are in education, they are like 1 year older than their grade would suggest. Like if you go into freshman year and you're like 13, 14, most boys, if they're held back in not held back, but like go to 2 years of preschool, they would be like 14, 15 instead of 13, 14, right?
Yeah.
And I think that would be so much better for the whole education system because a lot of the reason girls are like quote unquote dating older or like girls in high school want to date older guys is just because they seem more mature, right? Like
And they are.
and
They
it's just
are.
because they're older, right? And it's like people I think hate that idea of like oh a bunch of older boys around like younger girls, but at the same time it's like if mentally like both like all these grade levels are mixing together anyway, like people are going to figure out like who's acting more childish and who's not, and it's
Yeah.
like there's nothing worse like in my opinion as an educator seeing a boy who should have been like held back a year and who is like just so immature for the grade level that he is. Like there's nothing worse than that because it's like he just needs time and the system did not give him time, right? And in like social media, people are like, we're leaving our boys behind. Like, what do we do about like the male loneliness epidemic? Like, you just give them more schooling. Like, you let them be in school longer. You let them figure it out because boys are dumb inherently and need more time to figure things out. And it's
Yeah.
like, is it a socialization thing? Partially. Is it a development thing? Also partially, right? It's like both nature and nurture. But I think that's so interesting that you were like,
Yeah.
yeah, like I was just in the solar system. I was a moon, bro.
Yeah, no, because like yeah, I was a boot. But no, because that did happen. Like we were ninth grade, like I was a sophomore, and they like the guys in senior.
Mhm.
So they did. This is the thing. Like obviously, like at this age, you start liking whatever you like, but we try our advance with women our age,
Mhm.
and they're like you, because they like the guys in senior.
Yeah, because you were immature to them. That's
Because
why.
exactly
Yeah.
cool. So I believe like in sophomore like we just like try and try and try, nothing happened. Then we
Mhm.
went to the next year, and like they still didn't pay attention to us. They went for the senior,
Mhm.
and we're like, okay, we're gonna go and try to talk and mingle with the sophomore ones.
Mhm.
And they're like, you're a fucking pervert, because why would you like go to a younger
Mhm.
girl? And we're like, because you're not paying it. You that are my age,
Yeah.
that I try, you're not paying any attention to me. Still now,
And what's so funny is like this whole conversation doesn't happen when you're an adult. Like
no,
it doesn't happen at all. Like if you're like I'm seeing this girl now. My girlfriend is 34, 33, and
yeah,
I'm
is it older than you?
yes.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
I like dating older too.
I'm being taken advantage of. It's okay though.
It's okay.
It's okay, but it's funny because it's like conversations like that don't happen because like I introduced her to my friends this weekend we all went to watch the Bears game together, and like most of my friends are that age anyway. Like most of my friends that I've made as an adult are like 28, which is how old I am, to like 35 anyway. So I was like, why is this? This seems like a big age gap. Like we would have never been in high school
Yeah,
together, but like in the real world, it's like no, we're all just
yeah.
people figuring it out.
But in this, it matters because of the like you're so close to be like underage to
Mhm.
like someone of that is not underage.
Mhm.
But to end the story, like the moment we hit senior and they didn't have the seniors, now we were the seniors.
Mhm.
They really try with us.
The girl's the same age
The
as you?
the girls start aiming to us, and we are like, no, we like to hang with these ones that are like 1 year
Younger.
younger, and they're like, you're fucking perps. Why would you do that? Like, why don't you like pay attention to us? Like, because you never did pay attention to us when we were the same age and we try.
Yeah, that's so interesting. It's such a fine line to walk too, right?
Yeah.
It is like a really tough line because it's like I feel like I see a lot of like girls who are growing up and they're like I do want a mature guy like I just and it's like you want someone who's mature but you also want like someone who's just emotionally intelligent
Yeah.
and like when you're 16 and 15 you're not emotionally intelligent because you can't fathom emotions you can't.
But
Yeah, what's the next topic?
yeah, no. We're in the same topic. Like, we may have another one. Have a good one for the bonus content. But the last question about the social interaction between like
Kids.
kids,
Hmm.
because I have had a couple of interactions with people on that age gap.
Hmm.
They're like 17 to 20, and they're like the weirdest people ever.
Oh
like
yeah.
like I
It's
know
so
there are
it's
streams. They're really wild streams, because like on the same like the team on Reddit,
yeah.
I heard that one person was complaining that these kids were like rampage. They were like saying the N word, and they were not black, and they were like didn't care about shit,
Yeah.
and they were like saying slurs in front of like other kids. They didn't have any kind of acknowledgement of where they are, so they're like unhinged. But the other stream is like people that go into society and they
Hmm.
grab like jobs for teenagers that are like, in this case, it's like they are ushers in a movie theater.
Yeah, and they just like take
They
something.
don't talk.
Yeah, they don't do anything.
They don't do like there's one that I dislike her, and I like, it's my fault, I don't know, but because like she doesn't even say hi,
Hmm.
and I believe like I don't, you don't have to like me, but you don't have to be rude,
Hmm.
because I can take like, you don't like me, but it's like, oh hi, good morning, and I can take a, she's like,
Mm. Yeah.
and there's her, there's one in a boba tea shop that it was like, hey, what's good here? That's it.
That's a
And
very American thing too. Like
dude, and there was like it's her, is that, and the daughter of a friend that works in the bakery. She works there. She's been there for like 3 hours. I have never heard her speak.
mm.
She's just like,
17 to 20 is like a weird age range too because a lot of those kids who are working like in my opinion those kids like should be in college. But like they are not because they are choosing either to do a gap year or not go to school or do something in the in between.
earn money, and they want money also.
Well, and that's the thing that I keep trying to tell kids all the time is like there was a think piece article that some journal did there where they were like is college like still worth it cuz you're basically like paying for debt, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
But like that's if you go that's one if your parents have money and two if you go to like the most expensive university on the planet or like go out of state, you know? Like most of the kids that I work with, a lot of them end up going to Illinois State or like Northern Illinois or like a couple of like the really smart kids get into U of I, right? And I tell all of them is because every kid has the same want where they're like, I just want to go far away from home, and I have to have the same conversation every year with like the seniors that I know and that like trust me, as I'm like, you want to go far away, but also you need to be realistic because if you go to Illinois State, which is where I went, I was like, it is 2.5 hours away. It is far enough away from Chicago where you will feel like you are in a different world. And because I work with mostly black kids, I was like, hey man, it is a different world. It's a predominantly white institution. Like you're gonna go there and you're gonna be like, where are all the black people? And I'm gonna be honest with you, they're hiding. like, like
They didn't come back.
I'm like, there are black fraternities at Illinois State, and you have to really look for them. like you have to look.
They're all buying milk.
But I'm like, it's far enough away where it feels like a different place, and also it's close enough to home, like where if there's an emergency, like you can get home. Like
Yeah.
you could take the train in 2 hours and be back in Chicago. You could take the bus and like get to the airport. It's super easy. Like
And probably you won't have the spendings that you have if you go to
to
another
yeah,
state.
if you go to another state or if you go to University of Illinois at Chicago or
The poll, I don't know if the poll is.
DePaul is expensive, but it's just a private university where I'm like, why the hell are you going there? Like that's where all these like it's such a meme, like DePaul theater major. Like I hate that vibe. like you're gonna be around a weird one like weird white guys who are like, this film is so cinematograph like perfect, and then it's
Dude,
like
I saw I saw a meme. It is in Spanish, but I'll translate it. It was so funny. It was like a guy so like this looking disgusted. It's like your friend when you said you didn't like the Slovenian movie about the Andals war through the eyes of a crow.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Like what the fuck?
Yeah,
Like I
like
don't want to see this movie.
it's like shut up, bro. I just watched this movie today called Train
Okay.
Dreams, and it was really really interestingly shot and like really beautiful and poetic. And I did not expect myself to cry at this movie. I think I was letting out a little bit of emotions
It's
from the
okay.
Bears loss yesterday. But I was like, it was really, really, really good. It was the classic like old sad old man movie. That
Okay.
those sad old man movies will just stab me in the heart.
Dude, watch one called Love by
Yes,
Gaspar Noé.
yes, I've seen it, dude. That or like an old man named Otto. That one will kill me. Like it's
Dude.
just sad old man movies just ruin my fucking day, dude.
For me, it's like father. Why would you do
Lo siento.
that? For me, it's like father daughter relationships.
Mm.
The father daughter relationships in movies like destroy me.
Do you
Like
identify as a she? Is that why?
yeah, I identify as a she. No, like
As they
there's one.
say,
It's called
slay.
like No se aceptan devoluciones. With it's with my one guy. Like, but the whole thing is about this dad that takes care of the daughter, and the daughter have a disease that she
Uh-huh.
just falls asleep.
Mm. Oh, narcolepsy.
She have like narcolepsy, but it's like chronic and it gets worse.
Mm.
And basically, medics is like, yeah, one day
Yeah.
she will not wake up.
I love how you described the actor as, that's my guy.
That's my guy. That's
That we do that all the
I believe it's
time.
Ernesto Derbez. I believe he is. But I'm gonna end the episode with this, and we're gonna go to bonus content.
Please.
If you have another hot take on education, because the one you have, yeah, both should like held back a little bit. Like that,
Hmm.
that's really cool. But if you see another problem that you're like, this could be fixed if we just do this.
Yeah, man, it's so hard. Yeah, a laundry list. Pay me more. Give me money. The thing with education is like I enjoy working with kids a lot, and I got into education because my dad passed away when I was like 12, right before I got to high school, right? So I had a lot of male teachers who were there for me, and I kind of gotten into education to I got into education to really pay that forward. And I would say my hot take is if you come across educators in your life or men in education who, for lack of a better word, ain't shit, I need you to bully them. I need you to get them to choose another job in corporate America. Because I've worked with a lot of bad male teachers in my time who are terrible at their jobs, who are fake teachers, bro, who will do everything to not be like a good teacher in the classroom and outside of the classroom. Because, like, anybody can develop a relationship with a kid to, make them a better person, hopefully. But you should also be good at your job. You should also be writing lesson plans and teaching things and writing on the board and not talking about things like time for weeks on end in a bullshit lesson.
Yeah, and I'll say something, but I don't know if this translates to here, but I truly like there's some subjects that you didn't like through high school because of the teacher.
Exactly.
Like there's some like so many things like I have a different teacher on like one year to another, and it's like I actually really like this, but I just have a shitty one
Yeah.
that didn't know how to like explain or didn't have any passion to
Dude,
it.
the
So
whole reason I didn't become a science teacher was in college. I had a terrible science professor who.
I believe if you find a teacher that is really passionate about teaching,
Mhm.
we should pay those more.
Yes, and to be clear, I'm not perfect at my job. I am, as they say, just okay.
Yeah. Okay.
But I am learning and getting better, and like, there are teachers who are so committed to the profession and are so good at what they do, and it's because they love it. And like, I love teaching as well, but I'm also like 25% lazy. So I am definitely teaching in a way where I can be not
Lazy.
doing a billion things all the time, right? So
But that's good if you make your points across.
yeah, and like everybody's got a different teaching is a lot like comedy. Everybody's got a different style, right?
Yeah.
It's the same schema though, right? It's the same structure of it.
So like that would be like the I'll take pay teachers more.
Hot take, pay us,
Pay.
give me
No,
money.
actually, I believe they did like I did- I believe it's in Germany that they pay teachers a lot, and one engineer complained. It's like, why? She's a fucking teacher. Like, why would she
Make so much
make
money.
more money than me? And the response, it was the minister of education was like,
Hmm.
and how did you learn to be an engineer?
Yeah.
And he was like,
Dude, actually, my hot take is I think like a great this shout out whoever runs on the Democratic ticket for 2028 if we have an election. You can do this. Day one of the presidency should institute a mandatory civil service like act where people have to either teach like for 4 years, go to college for 4 years, join the military for 4 years, or like
working customer service.
yeah, or work in customer service.
Actually, like that
Like
will give people so much empathy.
like just do something good for the country for 4 years before you go get some bullshit job in corporate America, before you go work for a fake nonprofit, before you get into politics. Like just do
4 years sounds like a lot, but 2 years is
yeah,
okay. I
do
believe
something.
2 years.
Build the fabric of this country together. Anyway, that's my take
And
at
with that, with that
8:52
cute talk,
p.m.
we're gonna end the bonus content. No, we're gonna start the bonus content, but we're gonna end the episode. Así que adiós.
Adiós. Hasta luego.